guys, this is Eric and Danette. She's behind the camera. Perry Hill Farms.
Hey.
We're out here today, or she's been out here. I just come out here to help her. I was over helping my brother-in-law start the salsa, making salsa too tonight. But anyway, she's been out here and I come to help her. And we're out here picking our thornless blackberries. As you can see, she's almost got a gallon bucket full.
Isn't that big? Is that big?
It may be bigger than a gallon. Let me look. This is an 8-quart. So 4 quarts makes a gallon. So it's a 2-gallon bucket. So she's almost got 2 gallons of blackberries. But we got thornless blackberries here that we planted, I'm gonna just say 6 to 8 years ago. I can't remember exactly when. And we kept them up, kept them fertilized. And man, they're thornless. Like I say, you don't get stuck with briars. And man, they just produce so well. If I can call back to recollection, one of the varieties is Arapaho and the other one is Navajo. They're named after Indian tribes, if you will. And but anyway, we just wanted to show you our blackberries. I know back when our kids was little and all, we used to go beside the road and pick them and all. And I remember going up in the fella's field just to get around the edge of the ditch bank, and the guy got on to me about being out in his field. I told my wife, I said, well, you know, didn't mean anything by it toward the fella. And but I said, that won't happen again. I'm gonna go buy me some. I heard they had some called thornless blackberries, and I went and bought them and planted them. And we've had blackberries ever since. I just want to encourage you to, you know, if you got a little spot in your yard and all, put you out some thornless blackberries. All right, guys, like I mentioned in the chat with Stumpy, I continue to go in grocery stores every day because that's part of my job. I drive a truck. But grocery prices are climbing. I mean, I'm just telling you, you know, I talked to some meat market managers, said ground chuck's $5 a pound this week. Could be as high as $8 next week. I mean, you heard about the beef thing they had and on the news. And but anyway, as it relates to food, period, I mean, jellies, peanut butter, everything is climbing. It's crazy. I've never seen a time when it's like this. So I just encourage you to get out and plant you some stuff. I'm telling you, I really believe we're just seeing the edge of how high grocery prices are fixing to get. And
let alone, you know, these berries that we pick here, all those berries we make jams with, and of course our local community enjoys purchasing those jams, and so that's a little way we can make some extra money. Yep. On the side.
It's a little way you can make some extra money.
Absolutely.
You know, and have food.
And have food, exactly.
You know, generally what we do is, like with the berries or anything else where we sell some of it, is we just try to make it where our jelly didn't cost us anything. In other words, we try to sell enough of the jelly and stuff to pay for our jars and our sugar, our Sure Gel and stuff that we use. That way we actually have no cost in our jelly. And so that's just a little thought that I just would like to throw out there to you. It only takes a few friends and neighbors that don't have blackberries to make some jelly, and you can sell a little bit, and then your jelly doesn't cost you anything.
And really, Eric, you know, we throw some, what do we fertilize these with? When we
Triple 10.
Triple 10.
Triple 10, we put a little triple 10 fertilizer on them. And usually about 3 or 4 times in early spring, and then when they start flowering, we usually throw a little more fertilizer on them, and that's it. I'd say the biggest thing you need to do is water them.
Absolutely.
Pour the water to them, and son, they just make.
This particular bed we put out, this is pine bark that we have out, and it helps. This is several years of building up to get it covered, and we still have some bleed through with grass and stuff like that, but
it helps suppress the weeds.
It does.
And that's the whole point. But you can see too, which, let me show you right down here. You know, you'll have some come out and sprout out, and if you like, in the fall you can dig this up and replant it.
We have some on the other side too.
Right here's another small one, and but like these right here, the big canes that are coming out of this plant right now, this is what'll make berries next year.
Yeah.
This will have berries on it, and all these will die back. Like this is one right here that I didn't break out, but you can see how it died, and this was last year's growth like this, which is what makes you berries this year.
Okay, stop.
And Colonel, this is our dog Colonel, and come here, it's okay. He's a very loyal, loving dog. As you can see, we've showed him a couple times, but
we haven't formally introduced him, have we?
Haven't really introduced him, but this is Colonel, and he likes to help us do all kinds of things.
He is definitely our farm help.
You know, sometimes if I'm wondering about something or another and I really need an answer, I'll ask Colonel. Because he has a wealth of knowledge. He's smarter than a lot of people I know now. I don't know if that says a lot about me or a lot
yellow
about,
fly on your eye.
A lot about him and yellow fly. But he's such a good dog, and he's a loving dog.
He's with us wherever we are out here in the yard, right by our side, aren't you, Colonel?
Like I said, if we need advice on anything, he's always real keen on giving us advice.
Look at the berries. I want you to look at the berries in there that he's just picking. And but what's amazing to me is the size of those berries. Yeah. I mean, they are just loaded.
Some of them is pretty close to as big as my thumb.
Look how juicy those are, and they're sweet. They're
really good this year. Usually when you have a dry year, like our peaches and all our fruit, when you have a dry year and you have to water it, you know, you're having more sunshine than you are rain. It's just, everything's going to be sweeter like that. You know, and that sun helps ripen them to get them to that point of being sweet. All right, guys, this is Eric and Danette with Perry Hill Farms. We wound up getting a 2-gallon bucket. I think I looked the other day, they had some little 4-ounce containers at Publix or one of the grocery stores I was in. They were like $5.99 for 4 ounces. 4 ounces. This is 8 quarts. There's 4 ounces, there's 16 ounces in a pint, 32 ounces in a quart. So that's 8 times 8 is 64. And 64 times $5. You might not believe this, but if you bought them in the store, that's about $300 worth of blackberries.
That we picked in what? Maybe a little over an hour?
Maybe an hour.
Took us a little over an hour. And listen, we share this stuff with you, and we don't necessarily want to be doom and gloom. We want to be, we're realists, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
We want to be realistic and just share our journey and how we do things here on our farm. It may not necessarily work for you.
It may not.
You might not like blackberries, but we love them. We make a lot of jams and jellies, and people love to buy them.
I'm not sure if we've showed them all at one time, but we have a couple of apple trees on the place. We have a couple of fig trees, a bunch of blackberries, because blackberries is my favorite jelly. Blackberry jelly is my favorite. Right. I mean, it's just, and it usually always sets.
Right.
And gels good.
Right.
And so it's our favorite. We got peach trees.
Yeah.
And blueberries. I might have mentioned them. And I think that's all the berries we got. But, so anyway, you know, we got several different kinds of fruits and berries, and I intend to plant more.
Right.
You know, as I get able, and to afford and order some more trees or go buy some trees. And I definitely want to plant. One thing I don't have on this, or two things that I don't have on this place that I'm intending on getting, is plum trees. We planted. My son bought a couple and we planted them. Both of them died.
But it didn't do good.
Didn't make it. But plum trees and mulberries. I want to get a mulberry tree or two.
Yeah.
And mulberries are your first berry to come off in the spring. And so if you got mulberries, you usually have them Aprilish, right around 1st of April.
Yeah.
And then from then on out, you have the rest of the berries. But anyway, we just wanted to share this video with you and let you know that we're working every day right now.
It's a busy season for us.
Yes,
Very
but we're
busy.
so thankful. You know,
Yes,
we're
we
trying
are.
to get off work, come home, can, make jellies, jams, whatever we can, and put it up. And folks, I'm telling you, food is fixing to get crazy high. And so I'm just trying to encourage you, prepare.
And there's nothing like eating
Out of your garden.
out of your
and all,
garden, or the
fresh stuff.
jams you make. You know what's in it.
Yeah, well, a lot of the channels say this, and I fully agree with it. Eat in season. When stuff is fresh, that's when it's most nutritious for you. You know, when it's fresh. It loses a lot of that when you can it and all, but we got to have something in the wintertime besides green. And so we put us up a little extra. All right, guys, just to finish up, appreciate y'all watching. We love y'all. We thank you for watching our channel. If you don't mind, subscribe. We would appreciate it. We're still a very small channel. We just have a few hundred subscribers. We're trying to build our subscribers up, and we're trying to share the knowledge out there. And I know a lot of people are sharing the same knowledge, and I'm proud.
Yeah, that's how we
Folks,
learn.
Yeah, well, folks need to know how to plant and grow stuff. And I think that's one of the most important things you can teach and share with your kids. Even if they don't do it on a regular basis or whatever,
That's right.
at least teach them. You know, that way they have the knowledge and the wisdom for whenever they might need it.
That's right. That's right.
And all. But anyway, thanks guys for watching.
We gotta go make salsa.
Gotta go make salsa.
That's right.
And remember, a simple life is a much more enjoyable life. Y'all take care and God bless you.
God bless.